Hello friends, let us study about interdependence of living beings, that is between plants and animals. Both plants and animals depend on each other. In this chapter, we'll study interdependence of plants and animals, dependence of plants on animals, dependence of animals on plants, living components of the environment, categorization of living components, food chain, balance in nature, how to restrict the imbalance in nature. Let us first study about interdependence of plants and animals. Animals depend on plants for food. They require oxygen, which they get from plants, and plants require carbon dioxide, which they obtain from animals. So, both plants and animals are dependent on each other. We have dependence of plants on animals. Plants prepare their own food and they require carbon dioxide which they get from animals. Animals breathe in oxygen and they give out carbon dioxide which is used by the plants. Plants feed on some insects for food. They are called as insectivorous plants. Plants prepare their own food by the process which is called as photosynthesis. They take the help of sunlight and they use carbon dioxide, water, and minerals, and they prepare food and they give out oxygen. The food is in the form of carbohydrates. The oxygen which is released by the plant is used by the animals for the process of respiration. The animals cannot prepare their own food. They depend on plants. So, animals depend on plants first for food. They also get oxygen from the plants. Plants provide a number of things like medicines, food, shelter for even birds and animals. Living components of environment are those which have life. There are also non-living components like sunlight, air, water, etc. Plants prepare their own food and they also depend on non-living components like carbon dioxide, which they get from the air, water, salt from the minerals, and they prepare their own food. Animals cannot prepare their own food. They depend on plants for their food. Some animals feed on other animals for food, and there are some animals that eat only plants, and there are some animals that eat both plants and animals. So, microorganisms are organisms which we cannot see by our naked eyes. They have to be observed under microscope. Bacteria, fungi, mold, spores, etc. are few examples of microorganisms. Categorizing of living components. First, we have the producers, that is the plants, which are the food preparing by themselves by the process of photosynthesis. Consumers, which cannot prepare their own food, they depend on others for food. The consumers can be categorized into three types. We have herbivores, that is plant-eating animals. Example, we have elephant, giraffe, etc. Then we have carnivores. They depend on other animals for their food, are called as flesh-eating animals like lion and tiger. And the third one is omnivores. They feed both on plants and animals. Example, bear and human being. Scavengers are playing a very important role. They clean the environment by feeding on the dead organisms. Like example, we have earthworms, snail, and vulture. Decomposers also play a very important role. They feed on dead plants and animals. They break down the larger molecule substance into a smaller molecule substances, and this is used by the soil and by the plants as nutrients. And the process of breaking down the larger substances into smaller substances is called as decomposition. Food chain is an important chain which goes into our life, where a plant is eaten by an animal. For example, plants is eaten by a giraffe and the giraffe is eaten by the tiger. The process where the animals feed on plants and the animal is eaten by another animal. This process is called as food chain. Two examples of food chain where we have plants, where plants are eaten by plant-eating animals like herbivores, and herbivores are further eaten by the carnivores. Example, a rat is feeding on fruit or an apple and the rat is eaten by the eagle. So, causes of imbalance in nature. There are man-made causes, land clearing, hunting, pollution, and forest fire. Natural causes are floods, drought, and forest fire. Let us talk about man-made causes. When there is heavy rainfall and lot of water collected in a city or a town, it causes floods and it causes damage to life. Forest fire is the place where the forests catch fire because of the natural reason like thunder and lightning. And drought is caused when there is no water for a long time, a place which has low rainfall or no rainfall, and such place face a very loss of water and there is no water, and this state is called as drought. We have man-made causes which is made by man, like land clearing. A man uses or destroys the nature for his own benefit. Hunting is another way of killing animals and birds. And pollution, which is caused by man. It has caused a lot of pollution not only in the air, water, everywhere in the environment. And forest fire is also man-made cause where man is clearing forests by burning them. Balancing nature is very much important. When we are destroying things, we need to put them back also in nature. So human beings have to bring balance in nature. Everything in nature is about balance. If we are causing pollution, we can on the other side also bring back the natural beauty back. In this chapter, we studied about interdependence of plants and animals, dependence of plants on animals, dependence of animals on plants, living components of the environment, categorization of living components, food chain, balance in nature, and how to restrict the imbalance in nature. Hope you like my video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching it. Simple action can make big change. Thank you.